Welcome to AU in View, a production of the Aurora University Communication Department. We're here to bring you the people and the events of the Aurora community. I'm Christina.
And I'm David, and we will be your hosts for this episode. Our featured stories are what is going around our campus, and we will also be interviewing Dr. Pam Licks. But first, let's go over the latest news.
The ladies of Gamma Phi Omega International Sorority will be hosting their 6th annual Dancing Against Diabetes. This event is held to bring awareness to diabetes and to also showcase the amazing talent that AU students have to offer. There will also be an informational presentation about diabetes, as well as a diabetes awareness table that provides information on healthy eating, exercising, and different ways on how to manage diabetes. The entrance fee will be $1, and all proceeds will go towards the American Diabetes Association. Dancing Against Diabetes will be hosted next Tuesday, November 25th, from 7:30 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. in UBH.
The student organization Arise has started a new service project. The group will be joining forces with the Send Kids the World organization. This is a nonprofit organization where parents of sick children in hospitals with life-threatening illnesses post pictures. Arise will go on the site, print out pictures of some of the children and their stories. After this is done, the organization will create handmade postcards for each of the children chosen in hopes to boost the spirit of these children, as well as make this a yearly event.
During spring semester, AU Spartan Media will actually be working with an organization that is called Cal's Angels, which is a foundation for children living with leukemia, founded back in 2007 in honor of Cal Sutter, a 12-year-old boy who passed away from leukemia. Cal's Angels provides support and relief to cancer patients and their family. Cal's Angels has already raised well over $2 million and has been able to help more than 500 patients battling pediatric cancer. Everyone is more than welcome to donate to Cal's Angels, and with this added support, Cal's Angels is hopeful that they will find a cure for pediatric cancer.
With finals fast approaching, places to study are filling up. Here is a brief news package about places to study.
My name is Julia Westerman, and I personally think that the best place to study on Aurora campus is the library. The Spartan Spot and Highway is good, but typically people are there to get food. It's a bit noisier, a bit more commotion going on. The library gives you a chance to kind of really settle in a comfy chair and really unpack your day's work ahead of you.
I'm Tyler Miller. The best place to study on Aurora University's campus is definitely the library. It's just for the general quietness and always a place to find with friends to sit and study for it.
Hi, my name is Darcy Bignesh, and the best place to study, I would say, is probably a tie between alumni and the Jasmine Cafe. The reason why is, one, the fact that you can have coffee and food at the same time, and charging stations around here for the cafe is a plus. Also, it's comfy seating, so why not? But also with alumni is a lot of people don't know about it, and it's such a quiet place that it's like the best place to study. It has a great view, and there's just so much seating, so why not?
So we like to study in the library because it gives us different options. You know, you got the group study here, you got the quiet area up there so you can do it on your own. And the study rooms, you know, kind of more secluded.
My name is Mandy Morvan, and I like to when I lived on campus, I like to study in my dorm. It was easier and a lot quieter, and I had everything I needed. I didn't like to study in the library because it was a little loud, and it was very distracting to me. But yeah, when I lived on campus, it was in my dorm.
Hi, I'm Ashley Gonzalez. I'm a senior marketing major at Aurora University, and I'd say the best place to study is definitely in Dunham Atrium. It's the Dunham School of Business, and it's a great place to study because I'm able to make sure I can communicate with my colleagues or even my professors if I see them, and the offices are just upstairs, so I feel like that's the great place to study.
Today on AU in View, we have Dr. Pam Licks with us, a communication professor as well as academic advisor for Lambda Pi Eta. Hi, Dr. Licks, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine tonight. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for asking me.
All right. So, how long have you been at Aurora University?
Well, I've been a professor at Aurora University since 2008. I started as an adjunct, and then I became an assistant professor in 2011, so I've been working full-time since then.
Okay, so you've been here a good amount of time. What are some of the courses that you teach?
Right now I'm teaching graphic design courses, so I teach digital design, interactive media, intro to visual comm, which has a little bit of Photoshop and a little bit of Premiere in it. I've also taught film, I've taught intercultural communication, media criticism, media and society, anything to do with popular culture I like to talk about, so anything to do with television or movies, digital design, all of those classes, anything visual, I guess.
So how did you become the academic advisor for Lambda Pi Eta?
Well, when I started here, that first time I came on campus for a meeting when I started full-time, the chair of the program, Dr. Arquette, asked if I wouldn't like to be the faculty advisor. He thought it would be a good way for me to meet the students on the campus, because I had been here years ago, but I'd been away for a long time. And I thought that would be a great opportunity. So we started out with 2 members of Lambda Pi Eta, and I'm happy to say this year we have 24 members, thanks a lot in part to our president, who's sitting here with us tonight. So it really helped me learn more about the academic side of the university than I had known before, and I did get to meet a lot of great students, and I continue to do so.
Okay, so definitely going from 2 students to 24, that's a big jump. That's something that's really exciting.
It is.
But what exactly is Lambda Pi Eta, and how can students get involved?
Lambda Pi Eta is the Communication Honor Society. It's a part of the National Communication Association, and that is our local chapter. We're the Pi Iota chapter of Lambda Pi Eta. You have to meet certain GPA standards and to be a communication student. I believe it's 12 hours you have to have in communication. You can minor in it, you can major in it, but you do have to have a GPA of a 3.0 overall and a 3.25 in our department. If you want to become a member, it's very easy to do. We have our own email address. It's lph@aurora.edu. You can email myself if you would like, or you can email our president, Christina Gonzalez, and we're happy to give you any information. I think what's really cool about the organization now is it started out that you had to meet specific criteria to join, so students would start maybe their junior, senior year and be gone. Well, we've made an amendment to our Constitution where you can start now at a freshman or sophomore level as an honorary member, learn the group, get to know everybody involved in it, and then work your way up till you meet the other criteria. I hope that this encourages them to meet those high scholastic standards that we represent on this campus.
All right.
So what kind of events does Lambda Pi Eta host that students have to look forward to?
Well, we do service opportunities whenever we can. So we host some events on campus. So in the fall and the spring, we have speech night, where the top 2 students in the Com 1550, the professional communication class, compete against one another to win a prize for the best speech. That's one we're very proud of. We've done that every semester since we started. We're also starting in the spring Borealis Film Festival, where all students in the production classes can submit their videos for consideration in that. So we host those on campus. We're also doing, hopefully, the student awards for the Spartan Chronicle. The student newspaper will host that event as well. But what's really cool this year is we also try to help the community. And so we've always done a collection for Lazarus House, which is a homeless shelter in St. Charles. They need the basic things, toothpaste, that type of stuff, toothbrushes, really basic stuff. But this year we've also branched out globally to an organization. It's called We Are, and it's an organization that has just started up to help the people in Sierra Leone. So thanks to the push by our president, we are now working to create a fellowship where we can raise money to help a student go to school and become a leader to help the people deal with the Ebola outbreaks on a psychological and a social level. So that is really cool. So we've gone from 2 members, what are we going to do, to community, local, and international organizations. So we've grown a great amount, and I'm very proud of the students for doing that.
So you mentioned speech night. I know it's actually coming up, isn't it?
It certainly is. Speech night is on December 4th at 7 o'clock in Perry Theater. The entire Aurora University campus is welcome to attend. We encourage all the classes to come. I would like to invite the president to come, the deans, anyone is invited. Please come and watch. These students work really hard. They have amazing speeches. They come up with some really great information. We're always so excited for the winners. So please come join us December 4th, Perry Theater, 7 o'clock. We'd love to have you there.
All right, we'll definitely make a note of that. Like I said before, going from 2 students to 24, how else do you see Lambda Pi Eta growing within the next couple years?
Well, we've already seen a beginning of some new growth, whereas the first few years with Lambda Pi Eta, I pretty much did everything. And I had a president and vice president, but they were still kind of figuring out their roles. And this year, we've passed it off more to the board. And I want that to grow even farther. So number 1, the organization itself will grow. And number 2, we would like to reach out to more community events and get more awareness. We used to joke we're the best kept secret on campus. Learn about us and what we're doing and the great students that are in the communication department and the ones that are in this organization. So we want to grow and get our name known on campus.
So just wondering, what kind of advice do you have for graduating seniors, communication majors in particular?
As far as looking for a job? Or
Anything,
just
some words of wisdom, some looking for a job.
Remember, everything you put out online is in ink. It's never going to go away. If you're looking for a job, take down that picture of you in your Halloween costume. It wouldn't be appropriate. I would say get connected with all the, like LinkedIn, the professional social networking sites where you can actually find jobs and people can find you. Make sure that from the day you step foot out of this campus, you present yourself as a professional and a representative of Aurora University in our program. I think that's the best thing I can give you. Don't forget us. Come back and see us. But represent us and yourself in a really polished and professional way. Make us all proud.
All right, I know you said that the communication department works really well with Lambda Pi Eta, and you've seen the changes that have been going on. How different is it within the time you've been here, like the communication department itself?
Oh my gosh, it has exploded. When I started here, this didn't exist where we are right now. The Maclab did not exist. Some of the graphic design classes didn't exist. The faculty was, we've grown by one. We have a new faculty member, Dr. Kathleen Turner, and this, I believe, is just the beginning. So what we're doing today could not have happened 5 years ago. So the experience the students get has grown and connected them, I think, more to the world they'll see when they get out of school and get into the job force.
I know you mentioned the Maclab. I know not a lot of people know about that. Can you tell us more?
Oh, the Maclab. Yes, I'm glad to help you. It's located in Dunham Hall in room 101. It has 28 Macintosh computers, or iMac computers, which is the first time we've ever had them on campus. It creates an extra lab. We've only had one where the design students could work, and now they can actually work on and create pieces with more software packages, because we have the Creative Cloud, and using the technology that they are going to find when they get out into the workplace. If they want to be a graphic designer, there's a high chance that they're going to work on the iMac in an Apple computer and not on a PC. So we're giving them that experience that we hope will give them a step up in the job market when they get out there.
Okay, this is something we'll definitely take to heart.
Yes, so come see the Maclab. Beautiful, beautiful lab. It's an open lab when there are no classes, so I want the students to know about that too. Anyone can come in there and use that lab during the day. It does close at around 5 or 6 o'clock at night, but if there's not a class in there, please come on in and use the technology. You're more than welcome to do that.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Now, before we go, we have one last thing.
Tonight at 7 p.m. in the Perry Theater, there will be a viewing of the film The Cove. The film shows a group of activists who infiltrate a cove near a city in Japan to expose both a shocking instance of animal abuse and a serious threat to human health.
Tomorrow night in Thornton Gymnasium from 9 p.m. until 11 p.m., there'll be a late night duel. Come and enjoy some fun competition with your friends while jousting, sumo wrestling, and having a lot of fun with other games.
AU's very own a cappella group, Melodic Overdose, will be performing in the Spartan Spot at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, November 20th.
On Saturday, November 22nd, APB brings you its semi-annual AU After Dark. The theme is The Lost Island. Enjoy island music, ride a mechanical shark, free food, prizes, and so much more. This event will take place from 10 p.m. until 1 a.m. in Alumni Hall.
Members of Lambda Pi Eta are still collecting donations for Lazarus House in St. Charles. Donations are until December 5th. There are donation boxes in both the Dunham Atrium and in the Spot.
Huge congratulations to the women's soccer team as they continue the way to the Sweet 16. They play this Saturday, November 22nd at 1:30 p.m. at the University of Chicago.
Sign up for Pack the Bus on December 2nd at noon in the Spartan Spot to make sure you have a seat on the bus to the hockey game on December 5th.
The organization Play It Forward is still collecting any new or gently used sporting equipment to be donated to Hesed House. Donation boxes can be found across the Aurora University campus.
The Student Athletic Advisory Committee is still collecting canned goods for cans across the conference until December 8th. Boxes are located in Dunham Atrium, the Spartan Spot, the cafe, and the library lobby.
Residence Life is doing a Call for Stories, a collection of personal narratives written by AU students, faculty, and staff. Stories can include personal and life-changing moments, and all authors will remain anonymous. The deadline for stories is December 5th, and stories can be sent to Dana Gannett or dropped off in an envelope outside of Res Life, Eckert Hall 105.
Don't forget, RA applications are now available on SpartanNet. Log on and click under the Residence Life portal. Any questions, feel free to talk to any current RAs or April Vertis, Residence Hall Director.
And remember, next week is Thanksgiving break. No classes starting on Wednesday, November 26th until Monday, December 1st. Enjoy your break.
That's all the time we have for this episode of Review. Thank you for watching.
It's a little...